Welcome to another episode of I Am Not a Locksmith. Today we'll be working on a 2012 Porsche Cayenne, as you can see here in the pictures. I hope this video is helpful.
Looks like a T20 or so. Yeah, dead on it. There's the two little tabs. Steering wheel, it's on that side. Underneath. See my fingers there? Might be able to just reach it from there. I'm not a lefty. It's plug number one. Plug number two. All right. But it's a T10.
Here's my disclaimer for this section. I will try to do better in this part where I can screen record so I can show you exactly what I'm doing. There's other videos out there now that can maybe take you through those steps. I didn't hit record when I was actually putting the pins on the BCM. I didn't really record, with good lighting or good posture here, where what exactly I'm doing. I was just kind of, it's my first time doing the Porsche, first time doing these videos, now my first time doing a voiceover. So again, I'm starting everything just to help you out. My thought process here is to show you from beginning to end, because a lot of videos, I believe, lack on not showing you beginning to end. They'll either show you, everything on the table, everything, but not how they got there. Then you have to find another video that'll show you how they got there. I want to try to show you beginning to end. Down from screws you had to take off to the screws you had to put on to the clips, and try my best there. So I might skip over some of these parts here, only because I want to keep the video a little bit shorter, but at the same time informative. So I'm using the ACDP version 1, and I'm just kind of following the directions here, do my best. Okay, if anything, guys, I know this video is not going to be the best on this portion, but on what you had to remove and the thought process, it is there. So basically here I'm clicking read to read the information off the car, or off the BCM. Just checking my internet speed. Says to connect the ACDP to the OBP plus ICP. Just checking the pins, making sure they're all correct. If not, obviously you could always realign them, but my pin detection, it was all good on my first try. So I got very lucky. There you go. All good pins, all good connections. So basically just go next. And at this point, it's just following instructions. Asking me to connect to the BCM. Making sure everything's fine. We continue. There you go. It's reading my data. I take a screenshot here. I've done some BMWs, and basically they always say, take screenshots all the time in case something comes missing. They know where to find it. So obviously hit continue. And at this point it's just reading the EEPROM. I'll go ahead and put my phone up for you guys. I thought at the moment this would have been a little bit better. Gave you more of a better view or lighting. I knew it was kind of bright. Asking me to save the data. So at this point you have to save it. And again, take a bunch of screenshots, save where all the log files go. Earlier when I meant they, because sometimes if you can contact support through the ACDP, they will ask you what steps you took and so on and so forth. So again, it's reading and saving EEPROM data flash and data files and so on and so forth. Now here's the key list, and as you can tell, it has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're all empty. Only has keys 1 and 2. Again, for the BMWs, you got to save the ISN. I think they call it over there. Here it said password. Same thing for Mercedes-Benz. So just kind of go saving all the stuff. So basically here we read. Now we have to generate a key. And it's going to take you through the other steps here. And I have to take, to put the BAV key adapter, which is at this point we're going to program the key. So it's reading my blank key. That's my current ID key. Obviously it's a blank key at this point. It's asking me to find the file. And I believe I put it on key number 4. There we go. Yep. I saw key number 4 was empty earlier. At this point I was pretty nervous. First time doing it. It's asking me to save another file. I didn't take a screenshot that time, but I wanted to show that it was successful. And then you have to write it back to the actual BCM. So again, remove the BAV and connect back the ICP. And we're going to write the data back with the new key information. Just checking the pins again. We hadn't moved anything. I was pretty careful. And I'm doing this at home, good Wi-Fi, good, I try this at my yard. I'll show you guys later on other videos the container I have. My Wi-Fi box is actually outside because of the way it's set up now, but in the future I will bring it inside. I'll have good internet. I'll be able to do everything in one spot and kind of maybe even give you a feel of how long everything should take, which shouldn't take. I mean, this car really probably took me an hour, give or take. Say beginning to end. You know, not bad, but I think you know, the process, the learning process, and to me was great. And I mean, it's just self-gratitude, being able to do it. And I get a lot of locksmith that come to my yard, and you ask them, you know, Porsche, and they freak out. They go, no, can't do Porsche. It's too complicated. You ask them, hey, can you do a BMW? No way, no, too complicated. And Mercedes, the same thing. Volkswagens, you know, same thing. You know, some things I take the short route, or when I'm doing NASTAF, you know, but sometimes I could get away with it with this, like, so here we are. Asking me to save the final file, I believe, yes. It's uploading it, actually. Oh my God, this was good. It's gonna read everything it wrote, and it should have our key on there. At this point, I was a little bit confused, but it was asking me, you know, to re-upload the file, and I figured it was the my key dflash file. I knew it because of the date and time. And there it is. Look at key number 4 now. My bedtime alert. Start winding down. Yeah, right. Probably went to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning. I really wanted to go to the yard and install this key. That's all it takes with my ACDP. There's my thumbs up, guys.
Alright, so basically I took the board home. So I did it with good internet, as you guys saw in the last video. Now I'm gonna put it back together. Everything's in the car already. There's our Porsche. There's our tow truck. It's probably the guy who repoed it. Look at that. Look what these guys do. Look at that. You don't think that's a problem? Of course that's a problem. It means they hit something. Those two go here, one goes here, here, and the little one here. All right. So we kind of had to catty corner in and then snap here, okay? I think we're ready. Put this bottom piece on later. I just want to see if this thing's gonna crank. Come on. Of course, the car has no battery. Hey, give back my key. It's stuck in there. All right. So I want to give out my disclaimer again. I am not a locksmith. If anybody says, I like to see spark. I saw spark. Come on. Come on. Nope. I see light. What's going on? I gotta put my foot on the brake. I have to put my foot on the brake. Guys. Porsche key. Lock. Unlock. Put on the brake. I don't care what they say about me. You're alright. You are alright, mister. Oh, look at that. And the back opens. Put on the brake.